The founder who's here, in 1989, she stuck her neck out because she really believed in the power of what trees are in the community. And there's a lot we can learn from her and Maxine Webb, who's here also. And they're going to be pitching something from Trees Forever. Give it up for these two.
As he said, my name is Maxine, and I'm the Director of Development at Trees Forever, and this is Shannon. We're going to talk today about two projects because Cedar Rapids needs a lot of help. So we're going to talk about two projects today. Shannon's going to kick us off by giving you guys some history about our organization.
Thank you, Troy, Maxine, everyone. Great to see you all. See a couple of familiar faces. Troy's right. I did stick my neck out. It was a huge amount of work. I always say you don't really want to know ahead what goes on to start a company or an organization. Consider myself a social entrepreneur. So because my values really drive me to do something that matters, that makes a difference, I decided to spend a good chunk of my life doing nonprofit work on behalf of trees and the environment. So that's an important message, is matching up your values, with what you want to accomplish. And you can also do a tremendous amount if you decide to go into any of the sectors out there. But we started in 1989, very volunteer-based. Every year we involve an average of 7,000 volunteers. So we really believe in involving people in everything we do. And with Trees Forever, you get a chance to get dirty and get in the trenches.
So Trees Forever works, it covers all of Iowa, we cover all of Illinois, and the reason we're here today is because of our great relationship that we have with the city of Cedar Rapids. So currently, there are about 17,000 open spaces in our city where trees need to be planted, but the city is understaffed and underfunded, and because of this problem, it would be really great if we could do some research on some neighborhoods and understand why some of the lower income areas have fewer trees, for instance. And so they're not reaping the benefits that those trees provide in some of the other communities. So we'd like to create some type of priority list to create, like a reforestation plan. So, as I said earlier, we have two projects that we're pitching today to combat some of these issues that I've listed here.
I'll just mention two. Those 17,000 sites are just on the streets, street trees, like right here in front of Nouveau. And that does not even include park trees. So we have a lot of spaces where we can plant trees in parks. The first project we want to pitch is Tree Calc. Help us identify why lower income neighborhoods and public parks have fewer trees, and then we want you to select a park or a neighborhood, inventory those trees, and then we're going to plug you into this amazing software that U.S. Forest Service researchers developed, and I have a prop with that. This is a chart just showing, this was actually a project that we did with Coe College. I know you guys, some of you are working on some software for Coe. Coe worked with us to inventory trees around Cedar Rapids a few years back. So for stormwater, for instance, just in Cedar Rapids, street trees can save $1.8 million. Let's look at energy savings, 1.5 million. So street trees alone are contributing every single year $5 million. So we'd like you guys to think about a project where you select a neighborhood based on some criteria. We know for a fact that many lower income neighborhoods have less trees. And select that, find a group where they're, like I said, it's a park or whatever, and then we'll help you plug those trees in. We'll have experts from Trees Forever, either the city forester or Parks Department staff helping us and mentoring you guys.
And there might be an opportunity to come up with some kind of way to incorporate technology with this project. I know Troy mentioned that Iowa Big has an app already that's been built to map trees, but we could improve on it this year and add new features in order to do this project. So the other one is called Junior Tree Keepers. Have any of you heard of Tree Keepers? Probably not, because it's an adult program right now. But we'd like to create a juniors version of that. Tree Keepers has been around for almost 10 years. And really what it is a volunteer training program that gives people the skills and tools that they need to become advocates for trees in their own neighborhood. So you learn how to plant trees, you learn how to maintain them, and then you are stewards of the environment in your own community. So we need to do something like that for young people, either middle school or high school students. So there will be some curriculum development and potentially even an opportunity to recruit students and facilitate your own Tree Keepers course by the end of the year. So you put your own spin on it. Obviously you come and learn a little bit from the Trees Forever staff members and see how we're currently doing it, and then give us some feedback on how we can make this like friendly for young people. What you'll gain from both projects is a greater appreciation for the environment. You'll, like I said, you'll get some skills to create new and maintain green spaces in our community.
Innovative ways to respond to problems that impact our community. Cedar Rapids hovers at what's called the air quality containment. We do not have great air quality. So, for example, what role do trees or can trees play? You know, what difference would it make if we planted 10,000 more trees in the next 5 years to improve our air quality? That's just one example that you could be looking at. The other one is experience with urban planning, and so the last presentation, city, what's it called? Anyway.
Future City.
Future City.
Yeah.
I can tell you that all the surveys, whether it was Cedar Rapids after the flood or whether it's seniors, all the surveys around the country show that people want lots of trees. They want them in their business districts, they want them on the streets, and we have a wonderful researcher coming in December, and whatever group decides to participate with us, we want to get you guys to our annual symposium that we have in Cedar Rapids every year. We have this amazing researcher, Kathleen Wolf, coming in from University of Seattle, and she'll be talking about all the research on how trees in business districts increase the number of shoppers and the amount of money that people are willing to spend. Also, how trees and natural areas improve our health and well-being. So lots of that. We would love to have, we think it's a great opportunity for a group to design a program from scratch. Because when adults design programs, you know, they don't always know, like, what name would you call it? I mean, what would be meaningful to you? Or, you know, if you, like, what hours work, how much of it should be online, how much of it should be in person, all those things. So we'd really love for you guys to get involved more in the program design and facilitation too. What else, Maxine? Anything else?
We can take some questions too.
Yeah, we can take some questions, but I'll just say that I think that this is a great opportunity for you guys to be involved in solving an actual problem that's right here in our community through the environment. So if you're interested in anything like that, team building, community building, some marketing, program design, please hit us up. Do you have any questions for us?
Guys are so quiet.
A couple things to mention is timeline-wise. We think we can make these projects work, you know, like either for 2 semesters or 1. The inventory project, you really need to have things leaved out, ideally, not absolutely, but ideally. So, you know, a few things to think about like that, but both of them could be either 1 semester or stretched out, just depending.
Cool. All right.
All right, thank you, ladies. Let's give it up.